Welcome home, good hearts. My name is Nina. I'm a certified life coach with a bachelor's in psychology. I'm also a professionally trained day trader and long-term investor. Today, we are working on building the foundation of getting into the stuff of building self-confidence and self-love. I'm still posting it unedited, and we'll continue to do so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, moving on. First things first. I want you to start noticing the negative self-talk, right? I don't know how many of you realize how many times a day you say something negative about yourself, like, oh, I'm lazy, or this doesn't look good on me, or I can't do this, or I don't feel great, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not, whatever the case. I wanted you to please start paying attention, taking note, like, oh, catching it, and also write it down, because soon we're going to start working on how to reframe those things, how to start switching over from these negative thoughts into more positive, right? And this is not toxic positivity, okay? We don't pretend like it's not happening. We allow ourselves to feel that when something happens, it's okay. That's a normal human emotion, right? We allow ourselves to feel it, and then we start moving on from them. We do not make a home in those feelings. After we feel them, we start working back. So, and that's where I come in. And I really wish people would stop saying the term like toxic positivity, right? Because it's sort of like a limiting belief of you're stuck. If you feel bad, you just gotta feel bad. You just gotta stay there. Like, that's it. End of the world. No. Okay. So we can't always be positive, and that's okay. But we're gonna work on having more good days than bad, right? I'm not a therapist, so some of you might need, and that's fine. It's okay. That's okay. And I work great with people that are already in therapy, because the tag team is beautiful. So I recommend. Anyway, but is there people who feel like you're having a hard time with your emotional control? If you're easily triggered, stuff like that. If you're very committed to being a victim, I send you love. I send you love. But this might not be, if you're just so committed to, I'm feeling bad, I'm this, I'm that, then nothing you say, then there's nothing I'm going to be able to say that's going to make you feel better. You have to be ready to move on and start at least working on it, right? Because we're not victims here. We are survivors, right? We're survivors. I am a sexual abuse survivor. I am a domestic violence survivor. I live with a daily chronic pain condition. And I'm going to come on here and teach you how I spend my days doing my high confidence thing, right? This is for people who are ready to build themselves, create a better life, move on, learn to trust themselves, and to understand that we don't have to live like this, right? You can find happiness. You can find peace. I'm here to show you. You can find calm, love, after people have tried to take a wrecking ball to you, okay? This is for the people who are ready to break away from the negative cycles that a lot of us have lived in for various reasons. And I also want to clarify things, because sometimes the way I talk is a little confusing. I want to be very clear. If at any point you hear me say, we don't allow something, like don't allow this, don't allow that, I'm only trying to start sending your brain the signal that you can stand up for yourself. You have the power to take your life back, to do whatever, right? So if I say aloud, that's because I'm trying to empower you. I'm trying to let you know that you're in charge here. Because a lot of the negative self-talk is making some of you believe that you deserve whatever is happening to you. And when you believe that negative self-talk, it is easier for people to come in and do various things, right? Because you're feeling bad about yourself and you're like, oh, well, I deserve it. No, you don't, you know? I want you to understand that you are not stuck. You are not stuck in whatever situation and whatever's going on. We can start working on plans, and you deserve more than whatever is happening, right? I'm going to start pointing out things to notice in life that send you into these different spiraling things or different things that are being said, that the way your brain is actually processing them. Obviously, when you're a child, it's different, but as an adult, we can do it, right? You start setting those boundaries to people, and you start telling them, you set those boundaries and tell them how you're going to be treated, right? And if they step out of line, it's time. I'm gonna talk about that more later. There's a lot to that, right? And by no means am I implying that you're participating in getting abused or anything like that. You're not to blame, but you can choose to be a survivor, right? And if at any point, like, I'm going to speak about forgiveness for yourself, and for those of you who are into forgiving others, I will help you with that too. Now, I understand that's a trigger for some people. They don't know, I'm not. I get it. You know, I didn't used to be able to be into forgiveness either. You know, I used to be like, Jesus forgives, I don't. You know, so if that's not for you, you know, but I will be speaking on forgiving yourselves. So be prepared. And obviously, I want you to know that that's not in any way an excuse for how people treat you. If you do choose to forgive them, it's not an excuse. What they did to you was raggedy, period, right? But it takes time. I'll tell you my stories because I've forgiven everybody. So I'll tell you if that's the road you want to do it. I just find that it helps with not continuing to relive these traumas, and it's just simply one of several ways to get there. So, and that's, again, that'll be way later down the road. I just want to help you guys learn how to stop the pain in your heart, and I'll give you different ways, a bunch of different ways. And I can only tell you how I got there or how I've helped others get there. And it's not easy. You know, sometimes it takes a little out of the box thinking. And if you're not ready for it, it's okay. You know, I have a bunch of ideas and a bunch of ways to let things go. I'm going to start doing some taking your power back videos, because I want you guys to start forgiving yourselves and stop beating yourselves up, and start doing this positive self-talk, because the brain hears what we tell it. You keep saying I'm lazy, that's what it believes, and it tries to prove you right. It starts making decisions based on, all right, see, I told you I was lazy, you know, so we're not doing that. And it's okay if you feel lazy or feel whatever it is. We're just going to start working on changing that. And it's not faking it until we make it. It's retraining the brain for success. We're setting predictions. We're setting goals. We're moving on, right? We're learning that we are worthy. We change our words, life starts to follow. I want to teach you guys how not to give up. You know, how to keep going through the nose. Because sometimes we get no's, you know. Now, let me be clear. Not encouraging raping. Not criminal behavior. No means no still applies in quite a few situations, right? I don't want you to be like, oh, Nina was encouraging raping today. I'm talking about life goals. Life goals. And I'm going to give you the blueprint to my healing journey. So because we're always working and improving, but there's so much that I've gotten past. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And I'll have a little something for everyone. And I'm going to encourage the traders, the long-term investors, to also, watch these other videos, because having high confidence in when it comes to stock market stuff is going to be very helpful to you. But I want you guys everyone, to remember who you are, right? I am amazing. Say it with me. I am amazing. You are amazing. I don't care what other people told you. I don't care what your brain has told you all these years. You are amazing. And I'm going to teach you how to see it, right? I want you to say, I am love. I am love. I am finding peace. I am not a victim. I am a survivor, right? I am a survivor. You are too. You're still here. You are too. So let's go, right? I am safe. Tell yourself, I am safe. And if you are not safe, my videos are going to start encouraging you on how to get safe, okay? We got to get there. So anyway, if this video made you smile today, please do me a favor and pay it forward by making someone else smile today. I believe in you. I'm so, so grateful for you. I love you so, so much. Please spread love and stay blessed.